Okay. This is blurry. Okay, let's see if I get closer. It is focusing, okay. So, this is the HP board that the D-Man 216 sent me. Made by Asus. It's the CUWAM, which is pretty much the equivalent to the MEWAM made by Asus. Basically the same board, in fact. Let me get around here. It's the socket 370 Celeron board. Now this was designed in late 1998. The revision 1.0 of the MEWAM, which in 1998, the Celeron was the only socket 370 processor that existed. So this board only officially supported Celeron. But since this is revision 2.2, as you probably can't see, then it very well could support a Pentium III. This is the 1000 megahertz Pentium III, or the 1 gigahertz model. Every time I try to open these freaking things on camera, they don't want to move. There we go. Don't want to break it. There's the CPU. 370 pins. It's a Pentium III. Come on. Alright. Good enough. We'll put it back in there. Now this is the Pentium III that came out of this, the Windows 98 gaming machine. It has the Celeron 800 megahertz that came out of this, because that wasn't working in that, but that worked fine in this. What we're going to do today is see if this Pentium III will work in this board, because this board didn't support any Pentium III over 933 megahertz. And I had a 1000 megahertz in there, so it would just lock up on startup. So let's see if this will work in this board. Of course, it generally helps if I have RAM. Oh god, I gotta dig into that big bag of RAM again. Actually, I think I'll just rob it out of here since I'm not really going to be using this. But since this is the only cooler I have to share between these two, because I'm not really going to open up any other machine to take a cooler out. And since that one's the easiest one to open up, I just press 2 buttons and lift the top off. It's just the only one I'm really going to take out the cooler to put it on this one, so yeah, I need another cooler one of these days. But for now, this is going to have to work. Of course, I'm not going to put any thermal paste on it because it won't be on here permanently, or for any lengthy amount of time for that matter. You can see it doesn't really sit right on the socket. It's kind of touching the CPU at this end, but not at this end. But it does cool the CPU just fine, so that's nothing to worry about. Plug it in right there. Alright, I'm going to get this all ready to go, and then I'll start the camera again. So until then. Okay, so everything's hooked up, and the Dell Dimension 3000 was more than happy to lend its optical drive and power supply for the task. I was going to use this power supply, but the 24-pin connector wouldn't fit on the 20-pin connector. Like I've seen some that 24-pin connectors that will fit on a 20-pin board and work fine, but not that one. But anyway, yeah, it's DVD drive. I have a Windows XP Live CD there, which is seen better days, but it still works, even though half of it is corrupt. Yeah, I'm just going to use the monitor right here. I was going to use the power supply from that, but the cables wouldn't reach, so I just said screw it and I grabbed that. So let's plug it in. Let's see if it explodes. So far so good. $750 megahertz. Houston, we have a problem. It's still running. Okay. Don't know what in hell it's doing though. See if we can go into setup there. Oh, it's responding. What do you know? Yeah. CRT is wearing out. You can see those lines right here. Those are actually showing up in real life. Needs to be adjusted. Alright, it's still running. BenQ DVD drive. Still works. Yep, it's only running at 750 megahertz. But that's okay, because it's working. Large disk access mode is set to DOS. So, yeah, that's set for Windows to run. The power failure stay off yet, that's right. Yeah, the battery's still good. Let's escape. Do that. Go do this. I'll throw the disk in there. Alright, then we do. It's still responding. Hold F12 here to see if we can get to the boot menu. I don't think we're getting into the boot menu. Come on, go. Oh, what's that? Oh, looks like we're getting something. Oh. Yeah. Oh no, my disk is finally dead. Oh. You know, it went many years being put into dubious machines to see if they'll continue to work, and now the disk is finally just... well, yeah, you can see what it's done. Let's just control delete that. Or escape it. See if it's a dirty disk. Yeah, you can see it's pretty scratched up. Yeah. It's done. Well, now what? The Linux half of the disk seems to still work. So maybe that'll do something. Yeah, this disk is toast. Gotta love the way Linux expresses its errors through flashing lights on the keyboard. That's pretty cool. Control delete won't work. Control. Yeah, it's gonna be screwed over. Let's see. I guess we're gonna have to do a hard reset. Which is what this is for. Take the red and you touch it to the black and it resets. And it will sit there all the live long day until you put a disk in there and boot it up. So now we know that it works. Let's go find a hard drive and see if it'll run off of that. Well, it appears I have to go into the box of hard drives, which probably weighs a good 25 pounds, and see what we can find for that computer. Yeah, we've got some very old hard disks in here. There's an old Connor. I don't even know how much that holds. Probably like 500 megabytes or something like that. There's this Fujitsu. Seems like a likely candidate for the job. It's a 6.4 gigabyte. I know one of these disks has Linux on it, so I could easily boot that up and use said hard disk on it with no problems at all. There's one out of a certain Acer, which has IBM mounting rails on it for whatever reason. Oh crap, don't fall. Piece of junk. Maybe this one. What's this? This is a 20 gigabit one. I just noticed this one is a brown connector and that one is a black connector. How odd. Yeah, this one's definitely an older drive. This was made on the 40th month of 2000 and just 2000. That one was made in 2001. This is definitely an older drive. That one might have Linux on it, but I don't really know. There's that 80 gigabit Barracuda. I know one does have Linux on it for a fact. I want to find that one. Because this one might not. That's from the second Faraton 5100, by the way. In case anybody was giving it crap. Very unlikely, but whatever. I'll stick these back in here. If I can stick these back in here, that is, without screwing anything up. Does not look like that's going to be an easy task, getting all of this to go back in there properly. Oh, maybe I can. Seems that I did. Oh, there's a 30 gigabyte quantum fail ball. Here's one from a Pentium IV. 20 gig drive. What's underneath that? Another 20 gig drive. I think Linux was on a 10 gig drive. If I can find that 10 gig drive. There's a 10 gig drive, but I'm gonna look at it. That might not even be it either. Oh, Jesus. It actually might be in a computer somewhere. Because I had Linux written on the front of it on the label. I just wrote it across. It would say if it was. Is this thing still responding? Yeah, it's still running. Guess I could just pull the drive out of anything and use it, but I just don't really want to install Windows on something that might even not work. Well, this hard drive I think has Windows Millennium on it, so if it does, then it should boot right up. Yeah, I didn't really have anywhere else to put it, so I just put it on top of the computer. Not really the best thing to do, but hey, it'll work. So let's see what happens. Alright. $750 megahertz. Looks like I'll be here a while. The fan is so loud you can barely hear the hard drive. Holy crap. Yes, and it totally stops working when I try it. And it's a bit of a loud hard drive. LED. Oh. Lovely. Oh. This started working. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, it's finding the I/O controllers. Trying the USB controller. Nice. Yeah, okay. Search for better driver. Oh, I did find one too. Locked up again. Nice. Piece of crap. Oh, there it goes. Wow. It just keeps going, doesn't it? Alright. Damn monitor's whistling again. Problem solved. Yeah, I'll restart it. It even detected the monitor right. Detected as an IBM E74. That is cool. Oh. Looks like it hasn't been running for a while. And holy crap. July 2nd, 2012. 2:47 p.m. Well, if that's the case, it's seemingly wrong. But for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to give a crap. And wow, it is in Windows. Okay then. Wait a minute, this is the hard drive that I plugged into the IBM ThinkCentre motherboard the time it came back to life. It was the video, and I tried to test the switch modification on that power supply because I had a motherboard that the soft power on setting thing on the Super I/O controller decided to quit working, so I had to jump it on the power supply. So I modded a switch into it and I tested it on the board that I thought was dead and had this hard drive hooked up, and it came back to life. Kinda neat. I remember that now because it kept locking up and then it just kept going and running. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But anyway, Windows Millennium Edition. If I can hold this camera steady. My computer properties. Genuine Intel Pentium III processor with 127 megs of RAM. 128, but whatever. Who cares? Let's see. Run. That'll do. This Millennium 1. Come on. The refresher likes to move with it. If I do that, it go away. Get out of here. Sometimes this works. Yep, there we go. Oh, come on. Anyway. Seriously, stop doing that. Okay, that works. Intel Pentium III, 750 megahertz. Yep. Freaking camera. Alright, let's just see what it has for Alt F4. What's installed on here? Oh yeah, pinball. Wait a minute. I'm gonna change this video settings here. Wait a minute. Go up to true color. 1024 by 768. Cool. That's more like it. I did not think there was any video drivers whatsoever. Oh yeah, see, IBM E74 on Intel 82810 graphics controller 4.12. If we go advanced, and then... Oh Jesus, the Intel driver is even installed. Holy crap. That is cool. Adapter. Doesn't say the memory, but who gives a crap. Pinball for Windows. Let's see if I can play this one-handed. F3 start. Game paused. Looks like I can play with one hand. Interesting. installs. Well, too bad I don't have any games on here. Let's see what's on the disk. Wait, there's a Windows 98 partition? Interesting. I did not know about that. Sylphid. Indeed, there is a Windows 98 on here. My documents. There is games. What do you know? Who would have thought? Tried running this. Of course, it helps if the whole game is there. But whatever. Let's see if this will run. Oh, Jesus. That doesn't look right. I should hook up speakers just to see it. No, the sound capabilities probably aren't here. Settings, control panel. Should be under multimedia, wherever that went. Oh, sounds of multimedia. And of course, there is no sound driver. System, device manager. It doesn't even see it. What the heck? Oh, it sees the USB controller just perfectly fine. It does not at all see the sound adapter. You know, let's make a good, just kind of piece of crap game machine. We're playing games that don't have very much graphics. Sure as hell won't be replacing that. The G815 EEA, that's there to stay. And the K6, the K6 200 megahertz Windows 95 machine is also here to stay for the older games. But this, I don't know, might be something with it. Since it actually can run the Pentium III and that can't. I don't know, but this doesn't have an AGP slot. That does. That has 3 memory slots. This has 2. It's just, what the hell am I supposed to do? Crappy processor with more expandability? Or a good processor with crappy expandability? Yeah. Well, this one has option for unpowered speakers. So you just bolt that to the back of the case. You would knock out like a little circle. Like, I think there's one on the back of this that you could probably, no, you can't see it, but there is one. Ow! See my leg on the monitor there. It's up on the floor, which kind of sucks. Ow. Better than it. Yeah. Since I don't have any cases left, you can already tell I'm running out of cases when I put a K6 200 megahertz in an old Athlon 64 case. The board in this thing is actually dead. I do have another Athlon 64 board that would kind of go with this case, even though they're different models. But I needed the case more for this because that other Athlon 64 board is a piece of crap, and I don't really want to have it in a case that is usable. Anyway, I could always put it in another case, but I'd like to find some cases someday. Yeah, there's not much on here. Oh, looks like I can. Yeah, I think I'll just stop the video and see if I can get a sound driver installed. Okay, so this is the HP board. And I see how a game runs on it. This is a fairly old game. It's just Duke Nukem 3D, but it's better than no game to test with. mouse aiming. My mouse stops working. Ow. This keyboard's really inaccurate. I'm gonna get it down here where I can shoot you. Jesus. Come on. Some ammo here. Keyboard doesn't want to cooperate today. Alright. That's nice of you, piece of shit. Okay, that key isn't working. Piece of shit. Great, so I can't jump or use the mouse. Yeah. Alright, this isn't gonna work. Alright, so since my keyboard's not working right and the mouse doesn't work at all, well, mouse was working before, now it doesn't. Great. But it does work. And the sound, onboard sound is compatible with DOS. Oh yeah, I guess I could do one more thing. There's a program called Cubic Player. It plays the old STM files and such. To do it. Oh really? It always happens when I try to film it. Something stupid happens. Set it up again, set it up. High activate. Better work this time. Oh, why do you do this to me, Windows? You piece of crap. Yeah, something's not working right. Yeah, this is not funny. I don't know, it's just a mouse. Yeah, nothing wants to work, I guess. Piece of crap. Not getting any sound out of this whatsoever. Okay. This is not very good. Don't know why it's doing this. Yeah, every time I try to film something just goes wrong with this stupid thing. Playback device. I think it was IRQ5. I don't know, let's try Pentium III. Come on, work. Piece of crap. Come on. They have to take this Sound Blaster Pro. No, I guess that was a stupid idea. Of course you freeze up on me now. Oh god. Piece of crap. Why does this always happen to me? Piece of crap. Alright, well I guess that's it. That's it for that thing.